folks, and welcome back to Mindustry. Last time we went through and accomplished peaks, I believe it was. Yeah, peaks. Now we have to go through Ravine, which is our next one that we have opened up to us, and then after that, there's going to be something else that we have. Taking a look through here, we can't do it because we don't have Surge, and we have not... Some of these have been on there a while. Usually, like, you get them and you can kind of knock them out, but we haven't had anything there. We did acquire a new type of offensive or defensive weapon, depending on how you view it. And if we scroll all the way over here, we do have this, but again, we don't have thorium. Over here, we have our reinforced vault, don't have thorium. Over here, we don't have Surge, and we don't have Surge still. So we will get there, just a matter of time. But we need to go over to Ravine now, which is somewhere on the planet. There it is. So let's go ahead and jump in there. It's a medium threat. It's not a base, which is nice. So it means we just have to deal with some rounds, I think. And let's see. An important transportation route for the enemy. No cores detected in this sector, but expect a variety of enemy forces. Produce Surge alloy and construct affect turrets. And I don't have enough resources to go there right now. Where are we launching from? We're launching from Lake. So I need to go to Lake here. Why am I launching from Lake? I literally cannot get the stuff from there. Can I go from there to there? There's no way. Lake does not have the resources to do what we need to do there. So I don't know what we can possibly do to make that happen here. There's no tungsten. We have no way of generating tungsten. So I don't know what they want me to do here because it's not a possibility. Let's go back over to Peaks and see if we can launch from there, because we definitely have plenty of stuff on that one. You can see that I did build out the secondary spot, and I did build out this spot as well. I didn't do as great of a job here, but it's fine. Mainly because we keep running into water problems. That's our number one issue that we have. So I'm going to try that and see if we can launch from there now. There we go. Okay. Now we're launching from Peaks, which is what I needed. My goodness. I don't know. I've never had to do that before. So we're going to launch over. We're going to have to build some defenses probably pretty quickly, and we'll figure out what exactly we have going on. Let's see what it gives us. Oh, lovely. We have a lot of stuff coming at us right away. Let's take a look and pause here real fast. All right, so we are mining beryllium here. We're mining graphite over here. We're getting our sand, so we got our silicon stuff set up. Up here, we have an impact drill doing its thing. And then we have a little small area here that's going with those. Very cool. I like the general setup. We're definitely going to need to strengthen some things up here, though. So a breach is going to have to happen somewhere like there. Then we'll throw our duct router in there and have that feed into that. There we go. Throw some walls in front of there just for funsies. Getting all of the things. I think I'm going to build a ship fabricator as well here. Mainly just because I want to be able to explore the world and see more stuff. And it shouldn't be too terribly difficult to do. So I'm just going to throw that on there. We can throw a little router, jobby doobie, off of this one and off of this one. I can go up there. I can go up there. Bam, bam. And we'll at least get a little bit more set up with that. I'm going to expand these as well, I guess. So we'll do that. Go in there. And I suppose I could do the hydrogen thing. I don't really want to. Is that what it is? Hydrogen? Yeah, we could do hydrogen to speed it up. But that's going to be something that we just have to wait for. Okay, why are you not doing what I told you to do here? There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. And we have that one doing its thing. Has plenty of water. What I really want to do is not the cores. Ooh, we got this guy too last time, which is allows us to project stuff. I don't know how it works though. What is it? We don't have phase. It just needs hydrogen. Okay. So what I want to do here as well is set up some type of factory that we can get the oxides and all the other things that we need out of here. So the electrolyzer we're going to need for sure. I'm just going to pop that right there for now, I guess. And then we can put on a big old liquid tank underneath that. And even though we're not going to start doing it quite yet, we can at least start filling these things up. And hopefully being able to take advantage of some of this stuff right away. Or more quickly than what we've done in the past here. So, all right, and then we're going to throw those into a big old tank as well. Bam and bam. You're going to output there. You're going to output there. We have very little water coming out of these. I don't know, like, why is this one producing so much more water? It doesn't have anything special, right? All right. Put another one of these down in this area. Do that. We'll line up some defenses here. We'll probably have to do it there as well. I'm assuming they're coming from up here, but we have to see what kind of fruit that bears. And I'm going to slowly let this stuff build all the way up, because take a look at like these guys. They have full water, even though they're not doing anything. They have full water. We do have at least units that we can mess around with right now. So there's more tungsten over there, which is not a bad thing. Right now we need to find more beryllium though. That's our weak spot right now. All right, so there's lots of that. All right, we're going to continue up here because there's tons of graphite up in this area. There's some beryllium. That's what we're looking for, baby. Yeah. All right. All of that's all well and good. Let's just make sure that doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't. It looks like we're going to be safe on that area. There's a little beryllium there that can mine more easily, which I will do in a moment. There's more there. Okay. And what's down this way? Okay, so they're probably not going to be coming from there either. They're going to be coming over in this world. Good to know. We have 24 waves coming our way, which is a lot. That's like a whole lot of waves coming our way. I'm not really a big fan of that part of it. All right, so we'll get that and that. And I guess we'll go there. Can I actually build my stuff there? I can. Can I power it, more importantly? Should be able to. All right, let me reconfigure that because that's not a good plan. All right, so the plasma bore is going to be there, there, and there. We'll get our beam nodes there, there, and there. And I'm going to just put in a new turbine condenser right there. All right, we're going to just try to mine some of this stuff up, but we need to drastically increase our production on all of this because it's going to be a problem. Get that, throw that into the core. All right, we got all of those. Yay us. Now what I'm hoping is I can put some of these guys over here. Throw those in there like so. Get our reinforced container. Pop that into there just so they can keep doing their thing. We'll do the duct unloader. Now all I'm going to do is steal from that container and throw it in here so we can build more quickly. Let's build the one that we had mostly built. Why is it not building that one? All right, over here, I also want to build a container. And then we'll put the duct unloader there. Yay us. All right, so maybe I'll put a router thingy right there. And then you can get loaded up too. There we go. Yay us. All right. What does this cost? 24. All right. And I'm just going to help mine a little bit and try to get some more stuff out of all of that. All right, now those are all running at full water. So I should be able to just dump that straight in. There we go. Our water level has not decreased. This is staying up there, and we're going to let these get full as well. I don't know if we're going to need to do lots of other things to protect ourselves there, but I am going to put these guys in front of the core to make sure they're all good. And we really, really, really needed to mine lots of beryllium. So we're going to use this area up here to do the one of these bad boys. We'll get our turbine condensers out there. 1 and 2. They're going to go over to a water tank. Do that and that. And I guess we'll bring this way, 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 way outside of where we would probably think that it's going to be a problem. All right, and we just need to mine more beryllium. Is really what it comes down to right now. We still have 2 minutes. Which should be ample time for us to be able to rebuild all that stuff. All right, let all of that get built out. Just need a few more. Fantastic. Let that fill up with water and then we'll dump it into there and see what happens. These guys are slowly filling up, right? Yep, cool. And then we have to make a decision about what we're going to actually do with all of this. So if we go back down here, we need oxides. So the oxide chamber requires beryllium and ozone. Okay. So this is our ozone. And then we have beryllium that we can tap off of this if we needed to. Not a big deal. So let's put that over there. That's just going to come straight out like that. This one's our ozone tank, so that can just go straight into there. This, we can put another unloader on that spot. Have that flow over here, over and up and in. Still need to get power to that bad boy, which is not going to be an issue for us. Beryllium is just our real issue right now. And we'll solve that problem real soon, but I just want to make sure we have all the things that we need to have there. Cool. All right, let's go get some water over into this spot. And hopefully that will bring us up on some of this stuff here quickly. The other thing I'm playing with is trying to route this over to here to speed up these drills a little bit. Right now they're at 0.75, which is pretty quick for these. I think we had a 0.33 before, but I could speed it up a whole lot more with some additional units here. I do want to real quickly see the electrolyzer here, how much water it needs. Okay, so 10. And how much water does the turbine condenser make? 5. So we need 2 of them to generate enough for that. Luckily, we have 2 right here, so we could easily... I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a tank here. We'll run water in there. Water over here and in like that. We'll let that build up for a sec. We'll get our electrolyzer. We need the hydrogen. That's what we care about right now. I guess I could get rid of that. It's not actually necessary. Okay. So we have ozone going there, hydrogen going there. Need the pipes. There we go. And that bumped it up. It more than doubled the output of just that one spot. That's awesome. I should be able to do the same thing over here. All right. And I have no idea how much hydrogen it's actually using up for any of this, but if we can do stuff faster, that's better. You can see they are starting their attacks. They've gotten a little ways in, but not too far yet. But we need to have some solutions for that problem up there. I'm going to mine some more beryllium while we have a moment here. There we go. We'll throw that there. We do have more of these at least, so we can build up some more defenses there. Let's see what we got. There we go. All right. Not the cleanest in the world, but it works. So we'll do that. It's going to go to a duct router. That duct router will feed these guys there and this one there. Put up a nice thick wall in front of it. Oh, I suppose I should supply the middle one with some power here. And I want to see that rain projector thing. Where was that? The slow repair structures. Yeah. And it just needs hydrogen? Is that all it needs? Yeah, man. Absolutely, we'll put that out there. I'm going to put that right there just for now, because we have plenty of hydrogen. that doesn't really impact our production of that at all. I should put on some containers here, along with a duct unloader. And I imagine they're going to come down here now, which means we can also do some stuff down here mining wise, and also we can get some of these guys set up. Just need more graphite. We actually don't have that much graphite in the tank right now, which is fine, but we can easily generate it without too much work. So let's boom, 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 boom. Yeah, see, they're coming down. Okay. Keep all of that going in there like so. Cool. And then might as well just build the power stuff here. All right, so that will at least help us with the graphite problem. What we really need to address, though, is this area of the wall is not strong enough. We need more defenses in that area. So we'll do that. We'll get our little router over there. And bring them over. Actually, I put that going the wrong direction because that's what I do. And that should help out. We'll see what that eventually does here. They're penetrating farther than I'd like them to, but they're not going like crazy deep into this. And I don't know if I should be generating more units right now to try to do other things, but I don't think that's necessary. But I'm kind of intrigued by it. All right, I need an overflow duct up here. I need that to support some of the other work we're doing up here. Because we're not refilling these very quickly, and we need to. It's not optional fun activity. It has to happen. So I'll put this guy right there. And then that will allow us to put a duct unloader there. All right, not just dealing with overflow from that. This one should be pretty jammed up. All right. I'm gonna just quickly put a big old tank down there too. And we can just seal this off for the most part. Like, it doesn't really matter. Don't like that they're hurting us that easily. So we're going to get one of these guys here, and we're just going to throw it far the heck back there. Then in our manufacturing space, I'll get an electrolyzer. All right, it doesn't have a lot going for it right now, but it'll at least repair some of the stuff that we have. Let's see. Are you hurt at all? No. Repair that a little bit. Repair that a little bit. The rest of it seems fine. These guys I'm just going to put over here. I could definitely extend this more, which I'm going to do, because why wouldn't I? See, most of the time they're tracking down to the south. I don't like that those guys got through so easily. All right, so let's do this. Let's block up this area more. Like so. And we can block up this area too. We don't need vehicles or anything else to get out there. It doesn't matter. All right, that's double walls up on all of that stuff. That should be fine. All right, we have 2 enemies coming. I don't like that they can't fly over walls and stuff. That's weird. All right. This whole area is loaded up now. Just trying to make this so that it's going to work for us here. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that. There we go. Now they have to figure out a better way to go, which should help us a great deal. We'll put another one of these guys up here, and then we'll put the unloader thingy. And then I really want to build the little sublimate things. Like, those are cool, but they don't have that much range. What I might do with that is actually put it closer to back here where they seem to want to come in. Maybe like this will be a supporting area for that. If they try to penetrate there or get in here, I think I can do something like that. So this is going to be a second line defense area. Something like that, maybe? Oh, you need ozone. My bad. Okay. My bad. I didn't realize. They want ozone? Okay. We'll let all of that sink out. We have no ozone coming out. My goodness. All right, well, we are slowly building it back up. It's just because we have 2 giant tanks for that. It's going to take a little while. I guess I should build one of these up here as well. So that one's being supplied. Okay. And look, you can see little shiny things on there. That's where they're repairing. See, it's going back up. Heck yeah. All right, cool. One weird thing about this is there's no like fast forward button. We just have to sit and wait. There's no moving forward with this. All right, so we know they're going to shoot at this area. And block up that whole spot. So we'll add a big old tank there. Then we'll do this crew right in there. And I should be able to just run that straight in there. Oh, it needs hydrogen. My bad. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. I need to put the electrolyzer. All right. Let me fix that real fast. You need hydrogen. Of course, I put that in backwards, because why wouldn't I? All right. Then I want to make sure that they're going into tanks. Bam and bam. So we're generating little bits of stuff, which is totally fine. Oh my god, did I do it again? I did it again, didn't I? I suck. Okay. So this one is collecting hydrogen. All right, no big deal. I love that they are trying to do stuff there, but luckily it hasn't been a big deal for us to be able to generate in there. Oh, even these guys were there for a sec. Did you see that? It fired for just a hot second, but it did fire. So I think what's going to happen here is I need to get another router on here. This is not a good answer for what I'm trying to do, but it is an answer. It's not a good, again, it's not a good answer. I know it's not a good answer, but I just kind of want to build something. All right, let me try to move back a little bit, and more importantly up, so that they can get loaded up. Yeah, you can see these guys are struggling a bit, but that's okay. In a perfect world, what I'd probably do is make this, like, extend all of this stuff out here and have a bigger defensive front there. But I don't think I can do that quite yet. I like this little bear trap that they potentially are going to go into. I think they're probably going to... Oh, no. Okay. I thought they'd really focus their energy more down here now. Well, some of them are. I don't know how that got all destroyed, but that's not good. Now, what I could also do is clear out some of this area and have stuff imported over. I don't want to do that, but I could. We also are severely lacking a lot of titanium here. Like, this guy's fine, but it's not getting that much water. These guys are doing their thing. All right, so let's try to see if we can get some more in the way of some titanium here. It has water. It's not enough water, but it's fine, I guess. It's at least going to help us improve that. These guys are doing their thing. We're making all of the stuff that we need to make right now, I think. Oh. Where are you guys? Oh, because they can fly over everything. Alright, so I'm going to keep these guys up there for right now. And get that back online. Alright, and then we need to have something defensive up here for those guys. Do we have graphite around? Not really. Alright, I'm still going to set up a little graphite defensive structure up here. Nope, not that one. This one. Alright, so over here, we're just going to put a little split action in there, or we can do it off of this one, I guess. So we'll do it off of there. Up, come up like that, and then up in there. And then we're going to need a container up here as well to make sure we contain, but to make sure that all of the mess that's going to happen here actually goes the way it's supposed to. Actually, that should go right there. Do that. Oh, there is a fast forward button. What am I talking about? I didn't see that before. Maybe it's because we were in a spot. All right, we have that covered. Power-wise, this area we're doing golden. So what I'm going to try to do here is get some more mining operations established with a plasma bore. And we're just going to go to town here. Bam, 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 bam. Those are all going to flow into there. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. And you're going to go down. Fantastic. There we go. All right. That should at least allow us to mine a whole bunch more stuff that we may or may not need. All right. But more importantly right here, we need to... So these guys are actually going to come out this way, I think. There we go. All right, that should at least help load these guys up because they're way low on ammo. I'm hoping with a few additions there, that should take care of our concerns at that spot. The rest of this all is doing fine. This wall here is getting damaged up a little bit, so I'll just quickly repair it. Fix that one as well. Sure. Everything else is fine. This spot works beautifully. All right. I'm happy with where we're at on all this stuff. Again, that is a vent condenser. Is that different? The vent condenser. Oh, it outputs. That's where I'm messing up. Is it's not producing power really. Okay. It's like this guy over here can just be a vent condenser. Doesn't produce any power. There we go. But it produces lots of water. "35 enemies, my goodness." Where are the bad guys? What are those? What are those things? They're very fast. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, that all has pushback, which is very nice. Our problem right now is we need to have that be able to be repaired. And I gotta figure out how to pipe that so that it will work the way I want it to work. Get that. All right. That should work there. It's repairing all the stuff. I love it. Just fixing up these little spots that we don't really have to worry about, but I am worried about because I don't know. All right. So we have plenty of water. That would have made life so much easier before if I would have paid attention to the difference between the turbine and the vent condenser. This guy uses up a fair amount of power, I believe. Where's it at? Down. I don't remember where it's at now. God help us. There it is. Okay. So how much power does it use? 30 power. That's not bad. But produces 30 water a second. That's a lot of water. Because the impact drills don't use up that much, right? Only 5. It uses 12. So we can build 2 of these. Let's find the best spot. Looks like it's probably going to be right there. Over and in like that. And then put that in there. Power-wise, now we're starting to suffer from that. So we do have another power option. We have the chemical combustion chamber. That's it. Yeah. So ozone and that stuff. Okay. Well, we have ozone and we have that stuff. So that shouldn't be a big deal to hook up at all. We're going to throw that down here. I'm going to make it so it's in line with this. So we don't have to build anything extra. The pumps we do have to, they're weird, right? They need to have something going into them. All right, that's built, so it needs hydrogen. Okay, not a big deal. There we go. Now we have lots of power. And in theory, if this water level starts going down, we can power up a lot more with it. I think we're okay right now, though. And I should build some of those big old battery things that we had before, the beam towers. I should build some of those just to load up on our power solutions here. So maybe I'll put those back here. Again, just because it gives us tons of battery backups that we may or may not need. Then these guys, I'm going to keep them close to the core. Let's see, we got 41 enemies coming in now. My God. You can see they have done some damage to us. Like, we are not escaping this without any damage. I want to know what those things are. They're fast. Are they these things? That are normal little flying guys? I think they might be. Beautiful. All right, we still have 21 enemies remaining somehow. All right, here comes... Okay, these are just our traditional bad guys. Not a big deal. Some locusts in there too. Oh, and then we got these bad boys coming in. And somehow some graphite got in there and messed those up. Okay. Very quickly, I'm going to remove these sections. I'm going to take this guy. Nope. Just you. I want you to come out. And I want to go exploring. See, like, there's all kinds of cool stuff. All right. Okay, there's some spots we can do things with here. Just gotta see if we know where they're coming from or if it's just still a mystery. Nope, okay, so they're coming from over there. That's good to know. But that means we can build more stuff out this way. Oh yeah, Look at all the power and water and all the fun that we can have over there. Okay. So we can power up stuff there. We can mine some beryllium out, and we can build defensive structures there as well if we need to. I don't know if we necessarily need to do that, but I want to. All right, so while that's all taking place, we know there's going to be a battle here. We're going to get this. We just need raw power, so we're going to go with those guys. Get the plasma bores out. Bam, bam. Bam. Bam and bam. Get these all connected together. Hopefully quickly here. All right, all of that's cool. We're gonna build on, so I think we have time to build one of these at a minimum. All right, and then I just need to build some defense in front of it. We're gonna expand this a lot, but for right now, we just need to get some basics. All right, then this can come down here like so. That over into there, up. And I'm just gonna have it join that for now. Power-wise, we're well above whatever we need to be there. Oh, crap. Nope, stop building them. We're just going to get them wiped out here. This whole area is going to get wiped out. That's fine. All right, but it actually didn't get hurt all that bad from that. Let's see. So on a duct router, we're gonna bring that off of this line here and up. I need to put a router on that as well. Don't have time to do all of that, but getting closer, ever closer. Let's back up here and get that stuff fed like so. Okay, that's fine. They can destroy that stuff all they want. I don't care about those walls right now. I do care that they knocked out one of our turrets, but that's a future us problem. And you can see we're surviving just fine at this point. I think we're going to be okay. Although, what are these things? All right, all of those units just need to output up to there, and hopefully we can draw them in. I guess we probably need to have something longer range because these guys are relatively limited on their spot there. So maybe if I throw in like 2 of those up there. And then we'll throw a duct router off of that. All right. I love that all of that is now covered under this. We need to get into similar one setup for this down here. Because these things are taking a beating, I'm sure. Yeah. All right, so that one we're going to get rid of for just a hot second. I'm going to try to put in the vent condenser there if I can. Power's still looking good. Okay. From there, it's going to go into the electrolyzer thingy. Well, let me first put in a big old tank. And then that's going to go into the electrolyzer thingy. And then it's going to go into 2 tanks like so. Bam and bam. All right, so hydrogen, we for the this thing, it requires hydrogen, right? Yes, okay. So I can put that over there. Cool. And we're just barely making power right now, but we are making power. So that's a good thing. The hydrogen we can also use to throw into these guys if we want it. I don't know if that's really the best idea. We don't have a lot of it to go around right now, but YOLO. All right, so I need to put a little router right there. Okay, now we need some containers here. All right, this is our last round of bad guys. They haven't been hurting us too bad with any of the stuff that they're doing there. Like, it's consistent, but it's not terrible. These are our biggest problem. And, yeah, you can see that they are effective weapons. All right, we've captured the sector. I want to go in and optimize some things and get some of this set up better. But we are cooking with gas, folks. We got this one taken care of. And we should be able to build a citadel here somewhat soon as well. But I think that's going to wrap us up here for today. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your time, and I will catch you in a later one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.